Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to another 5 weekly favorites. We have a few things that we've been using for a couple weeks because we didn't have a video last week. Well, we didn't have any videos last week. Apologies there. But our friend Devin, Dev's Day here on Instagram, sent us a few
here
products.
on Instagram, but on Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram.
We're on YouTube right now.
We're on YouTube. Sorry. On Instagram, Dev's Day, she sent us some products that she thought that we would like, that she wasn't really using.
It was so nice.
It was so sweet. She's the very best, a fellow Aquarian, so you know we vibe well. And anyway, one of the products was this Danessa Myricks Beauty. They call it their Power Bronzer. It's the matte bronzing and shaping cream. And if you guys are familiar with our videos, I love the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour, and I realized that although when we did that Battle of the Cream Bronzers video, I put the NARS one as the #1 because the color for our skin tone is, the Laguna color is amazing. It just works really well at both chiseling and bronzing the face, and that's pretty unique. But I know that for sure the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour is my most used cream bronzer. I use it almost every day, even if I layer under a powder bronzer, and I actually hit pan on it this week. That's how much I use it. It's so good. So I was really excited to try this because I have been so curious to see how her bronzer compares to the Balm Contour, because that formula is a balmy consistency. I can't really apply it with a brush. I have to apply it with a damp beauty sponge.
Yeah, when I saw you apply it across from me a few weeks ago, I was surprised how dewy it is.
Well, yeah, but you can set it with powder and then the dew goes away.
Yeah.
And it looks really natural.
Yeah, but
so
you
that's what
said,
I like about
balmy.
it. It's balmy, yeah, which usually, that is very off-putting. In a balmy blush, I don't like, the ones that, remain tacky and sticky on the skin. I don't want that. And it's not like that. It's a really, balmy consistency that makes it blend into the skin really seamlessly. And it's actually quite pigmented. It's not too sheer. So I feel like you don't have to, build it up really, You just kind of dab it on with a sponge on the perimeter of your face and you're good to go, and it looks really natural and seamless. And this is definitely a more matte formula where it's a cream to powder. Even when you touch it, it almost feels like a creamy powder.
Yeah, this feels great. I haven't tried it because Britta's been using it.
Yeah, and this is the shade Light, by the way. And so this is similar to that in just the way that it blends out so seamlessly, but with this I use a brush, which is usually my preferred way to blend out creams, but like I said, that one's more balmy. You can't really get a brush to work with it, at least I couldn't. But this one I just use my Merit blending brush. I dab it on the perimeter of my face with my fingers and then use my brush to blend it out. I can blend it out in 3 seconds flat, and this one I think is a little bit, maybe slightly more sheer than the Balm Contour. And I think that could be the application that I'm using. Obviously I'm applying a little dab with my finger and then blending it out, so it's not that much product. Whereas when I use the Balm Contour with a sponge, I'm kind of picking up more product, and it's sticking to the sponge. More product is sticking to the sponge rather than my finger, if that makes sense. So it could be the level of product that I'm applying to my face, but I find this one is a little bit more sheer and even more natural looking than that. And it just looks really, really pretty, and I love how it dries down to a powder. I just really love this. My only complaint is the tone. I do like yellow-based bronzers, but this one is pretty yellow. So I wish that it was more of a neutral. Again, if this was in the NARS Laguna color, I can confidently say this would be my favorite cream bronzer, because I like creams that dry down to a matte finish, because I just like the look of a matte bronzer or a matte blush. I like that look personally. So I hope that they release more shades of this, because the formula is super fantastic. And again, I like yellow toned bronzers, so I like it. It's wearable, but I'm curious to see where this shade range goes.
Okay, I have a really random favorite, but I saw Becca Sun on Instagram talk about this, and I really love a lot of her recommendations we already like. And she has a very similar makeup style to us, but she has also really beautiful skin, so I was
her
maybe
skin is perfect.
Yeah, I'll try something that she likes. And this is the Wildcat. It's I've never heard of this brand, that's why I'm spelling it out. WLDKAT Starflower and Snow Mushroom Ultra Hydrating Sleep Mask. And she said the full size was only $25 at Ulta, and I assume it's like a pretty big tub. But I was placing an Ulta order, which I haven't done in forever, and I got the travel size, which was only $14, and it's this little size.
What's the fill weight though? Like, because it looks pretty big.
Yeah. Wait, what is the fill weight? Oh, 1 ounce. And the thing is, you really don't need a lot of this. It's pretty thick, so I'll show you right now. So it's a sleeping mask, so I just use it
as a moisturizer?
Yeah, as like a moisturizer when my skin's been dry, and I've used it like,
ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, I've used it a lot this week, and the only thing I will say is I've been breaking out for like a month, maybe 2 months now, like on my forehead. I cannot figure out what it is, but it's, I don't think this is making it worse, I will say, but I can't really like fully say for sure if this is causing me to break out, just because I've been breaking out. So I just want to put that disclaimer, but it is so nice. It's kind of like a, like, I don't know, it's kind of like a thicker jelly cream, like I want to say. Like it has like some
How would you compare
body
it to like
to
the
it.
First Moisture Soak cream?
Oh, it's totally different. Like the
But that
Versed
one's almost like,
is like way thinner. This is
Okay.
thick. Like you can see, like it will not come out.
so it's not like a gel cream, it's more like,
No,
are you
I'm
comparing
just
it maybe
saying
to like the Naturium Ceramide cream?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really similar to that Naturium moisturizer that did make us break out.
Yeah.
And we love that texture, and this is really similar, but I only am saying gel because it has like kind of like that bouncy sort of
mousse.
like, I wouldn't say it's like a full like cream texture. Like I feel like there's some gelatinous things happening here. But it's unscented, and it has starflower oil and snow mushroom. I think it has shea butter and a lot of other things, and it just feels like, I'll put it on my hand, it just goes on, yeah, like a thick moisturizer, but then when it like sets down, it doesn't feel like heavy on your skin like some sleeping masks do. It kind of just feels like a cushion. Like it feels like a cushion on your skin. It doesn't feel too heavy, and I find that my skin does look and feel more hydrated when I wake up. Like my skin really has been so dry lately, and I don't really know how to deal with it because I'm used to having pretty combo skin, and this has really helped. I feel like it's like kind of soothing. I love that it's unscented, and so far so good. And I really do think that this $14 travel size will last a while, so I will probably maybe put it in next month's favorites if I like it, but I'll try to update you in another video to show if I'm still loving it. But so far this week, I've really enjoyed this.
Okay, next up is another makeup favorite. This is the Kjaer Weis blush in the shade Sun Touch. So after we did our video that we posted, well, I guess it would have been 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, the blushes showed up in the mail like the next day, so I wasn't able to use this in the video, but I started using it that day, and look at how dirty it already is. Like, I've been using it every day since.
Are you wearing it today?
No, because I'm doing a review of that Beauty Pie palette.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm wearing that, but this, I wouldn't have ever thought to get a shade like this for me, which is kind of like my only issue with, I feel like it's really hard to pick a shade from their website. If you go, like sometimes Temptalia has some swatches of their products that is helpful, but this one, it's way more like peachy pink than I would ever gravitate towards normally. Like this is what it looks like swatch, and it looks pretty. Like I would look at this and be like, oh, that's pretty, but like really, you know, like kind of spring and summery, and that's not like my vibe overall. Like I like my makeup to be kind of like earth tones and a little bit like deeper and like more like, you know, you guys get it. And so I would just never think to pick this shade, but on the website it looked more like a traditional nude blush, and then when it showed up I was like, ooh, how's that gonna look on my skin tone? And it really flatters my skin tone really well, and I think it's because it gives like that pinch cheek look.
Yeah, it
like,
looks
you know what I mean?
Sun-Touch. I think that name is appropriate.
Yeah, like I think that it just makes my cheeks look really healthy and like lived in. I don't even know if that's the right terminology, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say. And it just makes it look like a healthy flush, like how my cheeks would naturally flush. And I think that's why it flatters my skin tone so well. And I'm just shocked at like how much I like this. And I love the formula. Carly obviously has been raving about this formula forever. But
It's
I
my
got
favorite cream
actually,
blush formula.
I should have brought that brush out here, but I used it with the Real Techniques Instapop Cheek Brush, and I had used that in our last Get Ready With Me with a cream bronzer, and I thought it blended out the bronzer fine. But then I think the star of the show is using it with a cream blush like this. Like I just dab it in there, and it kind of is like a duo fiber almost. And it picks up the perfect amount of product and like blends it out, like the shape, the slant of it, just blends it out onto the cheek so effortlessly. I'll use this in a Get Ready With Me with that brush so you can see what I mean. But I love this shade, I love this formula, and I'm really surprised by it. So if you've been curious about these blushes, and I know Carly has a lot of recommendations on shades she liked, but if you just want something that's like a great everyday, healthy looking blush, I think that this, and you're a similar skin tone to us, I think that this is a really great shade, Sun Touched.
Okay, what's next?
We have
The Jonas Brothers?
Yeah.
Okay. So we wanted to put this in our favorites just because we went to a concert last week. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw our whole post about
I'm also
this.
going to try to put a reel together.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Yeah. But we went to the Jonas Brothers show at the Hollywood Bowl, and we love the Jonas Brothers probably more than any other artist in history. We have seen, this was our 4th time seeing them, and we love them so much because it's like nostalgic. Like we first saw them when we were 16. We are now.
We were probably 17.
I swear we were 16.
Well, regardless,
I swear
we were young.
we were 16. Yeah, and we are 30 now. So it's so wild to me that like we can, I don't know, but it's like special to be able to like see a band you love when you're that young, and then also now again. And I'm sure everyone that went on this tour felt the same way.
Yes.
Because I would say at like the age range, at least at the Hollywood Bowl, was probably like 22 to 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not like a super young children there or anything. So it felt like it was our people, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, the show was phenomenal. It was the final stop on their Remember This tour. And honestly, it was just so great to see a live show again. We hadn't been to the Hollywood Bowl in 2 years. The last time we were there was to see the Jonas Brothers in October of 2019. And that show was also phenomenal.
Yeah.
Both times were amazing, but this time our boyfriends came with us. We convinced them. They obviously don't really listen to the Jonas Brothers.
Well, they like the Jonas.
Yeah.
They'll never admit it that they're fans.
Yeah, that's true. They would never.
They are
But
fans.
they actually do like want to be best friends with them.
Yeah.
Like they think they are so
desperately.
cool. Yeah, which they are so cool.
Yeah.
I
I actually met Nick Jonas once. I'm just gonna throw that in there.
throw it in there.
I used to work on a like daytime talk show. It's since been canceled. It was short lived, but I was on the digital
I feel like
team.
we drop these random facts about us that make us seem way cooler than we are.
Yeah, no,
Like
we just had a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
I think I counted once, and I had like 30 to 35 jobs.
Yeah.
True Aquariuses, air signs, can't commit to anything, except for our own things. We're
that's
we're
true.
gonna commit to that anyway. So it was like a temporary position, and I worked on the digital team. And so we did like this was before Instagram stories. So I don't even remember what we filmed with him, but we basically like met him backstage, and he filmed something quick for like social media, and he introduced himself to all of us, and he was really nice, very quiet, like kept to himself, but really nice. But I've always been like a Joe fan.
Yeah, I should bring this up.
Yeah.
We are Joe girls. Joe Jonas.
Yeah,
he's
but
our
he's
guy.
also like, the older he gets, the more of a Leo he becomes, which is a
Totally.
little bit off-putting.
Well, if you're Leo, we love Leos.
No,
but
we love Leos,
it's
but
just-
as like a man.
yeah. I mean, he's clearly confident.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
But I love him. He's
Same.
supreme.
We love them all.
We do. We love Kevin too.
It's so funny because like Harley said, we convinced our boyfriends to come with us, and they'd actually never been to the Hollywood Bowl. And if you ever have the chance to see a show there, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Go see anything.
It's the best venue ever. We love it so much, and they'd never been, so like that was a good experience for them, but they were not prepared. At least Tommy. I don't know about James, but he would like could not believe the amount of like screaming girls,
Yes,
and I was
same.
like dancing so hard.
Yeah,
and
me
screaming.
too.
I was spilling.
We were
got a bottle.
screaming.
We got a bottle of red wine to share in like these plastic cups, and I wore white jeans and like suede boots, and I was just spilling red wine everywhere dancing.
Yeah,
Like they could not be tamed.
They changed their situation after COVID, so we thought we were getting a wine craft, but then they put a bottle in this cup. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, and also we've been talking about Winecraft since that last show, so I was a little disappointed, but that's not really something to be mad about.
Yeah. But yeah, our boyfriends were really impressed that they put on such a good show. So if you're not even a Jonas Brothers fan, the next time they tour, like treat yourself to a Jonas Brothers concert because it's mind-blowing.
It's so good.
It's so good.
And lots of fireworks, at least at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, lots of fireworks at the Hollywood Bowl. I think that's just a venue thing.
Yeah,
they
that's
like
true.
come out of the thing.
That
It's
could
like
be, because
part of
our
the-
best friend Alyssa went to see them in Indiana, and she said there weren't that many fireworks.
Yeah.
So,
Go to the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Please treat yourself to a show.
it was so good. Our last favorite we don't have here because we finished it, but we're gonna get another one later today. It's the Trader Joe's pumpkin, wait, what's it called? Pumpkin, oh my gosh, help. I have it written down. Guys, I'm tired.
Pumpkin. Oh, what is it called?
Cobbler. Pumpkin cobbler.
Well, cobblers aren't something you eat a lot, so it's okay we forgot.
Yeah, basically it's this new dessert from Trader's in like the baked goods section, and it's basically like crustless pumpkin pie. It still has like some sort of layer of dough on the bottom, very thin. And then it has like pumpkin pie filling and like a streusel topping.
So it's all very soft, but like incredible.
Yeah, I like that though.
Me too. I liked it.
It's so good. You will eat the whole tray in a matter of days, if not one day.
Delicious.
It's so good, and it's not too sweet. You guys know that's like our thing. Like what Trader's does so well. I feel like I've never really had a dessert from them that's too sweet.
Yeah, that's very true.
lot of
Besides the vanilla cake that we love.
Oh, that's
That
really
thing's sweet, but it's so good.
Yeah. But this is like the perfect, it's very pumpkin forward, but it still has like some spice to it, and then the topping makes it like sweet, but nothing else really is sweet, so it just balances out so well. They can do no wrong. They are so innovative over there, as we say every single week. But we'll insert a photo of it like we usually do if we don't have it here, and we'll probably put it on our Instagram too, because I don't think we did last time we got it. It's so good. So please get it before it disappears.
Okay, and that's it for this week. Again, we're so sorry we missed last week, so we're happy you guys are back this week for 5 weekly favorites,
Yeah.
and we'll see you next week.